Welcome to today's Explainer. If you've ever stepped behind the counter of a busy cafe during the lunchtime rush, you know exactly how overwhelming it can get, right? Today, we're diving into the Annaly Food and Beverage Management System. We're going to master its in-store features and see exactly how to keep everything running like a well-oiled machine. Let's start with a scenario we all know way too well. How do you manage dozens of online and in-store orders at the exact same time without, complete chaos breaking out? It's a huge pain point for anyone in hospitality. You've got delivery drivers tapping their phones, dine-in customers looking for menus, and a kitchen trying to decipher what on earth needs to be made first. The potential for error is just massive. And think about it, a single mistake, that means wasted inventory, an unhappy customer, and a completely wrecked kitchen flow.
So, here's our roadmap for fixing these bottlenecks today. We'll look at multi-channel order management, creating orders right at Table 4, tracking things with sequence numbers, handling e-invoices via QR codes, and finally, optimizing your overall store operations.
All right, part 1, multi-channel order management. Take a look at this centralized dashboard. Notice how Annaly instantly groups all your incoming orders from platforms like Grab, Beads, and ShopeeFood onto one perfectly organized screen. You literally don't have to bounce between 3 different tablets anymore just to accept orders. It's a super clean layout where you instantly see what's new, what's ready, and if a driver has been found. It's basically a unified command center for your entire delivery ecosystem. And here is exactly why that command center is an absolute game changer. Instead of dealing with individual tablet warnings, like that frustrating OS no longer compatible error you see popping up here for a delivery app, you bypass app fragmentation entirely. This isn't just an annoying error message. It literally represents lost revenue and massive operational headaches. You're no longer managing a bunch of devices with conflicting software updates. You bring the whole shebang securely into one streamlined PC or main tablet interface. Moving on to part 2, creating orders at Table 4. This gives you a great look at the visually intuitive point-of-sale interface specifically for those in-store orders. When your staff taps the Taekwon or In-Store tab, they are greeted with this incredibly clean layout. They can quickly tap the exact drink icons to build an order. Traditional milk tea, a matcha, fruit tea, you name it. It's smartly categorized, wonderfully color-coded, and specifically designed for maximum speed and minimum friction when you're in the middle of a massive rush. Just think about what we're replacing here. On the left, compare the friction of the old way. Messy, handwritten notes that get lost, smudged, or misread. We all know that inevitably leads to wrong orders and frustrated customers. Now contrast that with the new way on the right, instant digital order creation tied directly to specific tables, like Table 4. The second the cashier taps that screen, the data is locked in flawlessly across the entire system. And then instantly, those digital orders print as precise, customized sticker labels for your barista. Check out these printed labels secured right onto the cups. Every crucial detail from the size down to the specific ice and sugar levels for this cold whisk matcha latte is clearly printed out. It guarantees the drink is made perfectly to order every single time. Your barista doesn't have to decipher a cashier's fast handwriting or shout across a noisy room to confirm an ingredient. Okay, part 3, tracking with sequence numbers. Look closely at the red box on this receipt. The system automatically generates a bold sequence number, or STT as it's abbreviated here. For this particular order, it's number 002. It's printed right at the top in large text, completely impossible to miss. This very simple, automated number totally transforms the customer handoff process at the counter. By printing a clear sequence number, your staff instantly knows which order goes where, which pretty much entirely prevents those awful counter bottlenecks. Look at the benefits here. It instantly clarifies order ownership. It stops that dreaded crowd of people hovering around the pickup zone asking, wait, is this mine? It massively reduces customer wait anxiety because they can visually track the numbers being called. And of course, it completely eliminates staff confusion during rapid-fire handoffs. Let's dive into part 4, e-invoices via QR code. So let's look at a real example for Table 4. The printed bill for their Heineken and Genma chai tea includes a unique scannable QR code right at the bottom. As you can see, the total is calculated with the specific VAT portions already broken out. And right below that is the prompt for the customer to scan the code for their electronic invoice. This is where the magic of self-service technology really kicks in. When the customer scans that code with their own smartphone, they're taken straight to these clean mobile screens to input their own company tax ID and email for the e-invoice. Notice how the total and the exact order code are already pre-filled by the system.
This is a massive shift in responsibility. Before, a cashier would have to carefully type out a long tax code, spell out a complex company name, and double-check an email address while a line of frustrated customers forms behind them. Now, the customer simply enters it themselves on a familiar mobile interface. This incredibly simple three-step process completely removes the invoicing headache from your cashier. It seamlessly shifts the data entry directly to the customer. Step 1, the customer scans the bill's QR code. Step 2, they enter their tax details and email address at their own pace right at their table. And Step 3, Angeli automatically connects with the tax system and shoots the e-invoice directly to their email. Your staff doesn't lift a finger and can immediately move on to serving the next table. Finally, Part 5, Optimizing Store Operations. By pulling together multi-channel ordering, a seamless in-store POS, and smart e-invoicing, Amy basically acts as a unified AI-powered CRM for your entire business. This ecosystem connects your delivery apps like Grab and ShopeeFood, your in-store dining management, web orders, and electronic invoicing into one central hub. It means you aren't just processing quick transactions anymore. You're efficiently managing a full-scale operation from one powerful platform. Let's tally up the massive time and effort saved here, because it's huge. You have zero manual switching between delivery apps, you have immediate, highly accurate table routing for your in-store guests, you've got effortless, stress-free pickup tracking using sequence numbers, and absolutely zero cashier time wasted typing out complicated tax codes. The time saved on all these manual tasks translates directly into better, more attentive customer service, and ultimately, significantly higher profit margins. I want to leave you with this to think about. What is the biggest bottleneck in your cafe's workflow right now, and how much time could a centralized system like this save you? Look closely at your own operations. Pinpoint those friction points at the counter or in the kitchen, and imagine what a truly unified workflow could do for your bottom line. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I hope this gave you a crystal clear vision of what modern, stress-free in-store management really looks like.